What's going on, guys? We are finally back. We are going to be discussing the latest episode of Dragon Ball Daima, episode 9, I believe it was. Oh my gosh, man. Um, I know some people are saying, oh, it was just a normal episode, but there was a lot to digest in this episode. So, in the beginning of the episode, we have where obviously Goku, Pansy, Glorio, Supreme Kai, they are like, hey, maybe we should stop for the night. And then when they stop, they say, hey, Goku's gonna have to wear something on his head so that way no one recognizes him because of his spiky hair. And then Pansy's able to cover the Dragon Ball so that way no one sees it. And when they go into this hotel, they're getting looked at by some suspicious demons. And Glorio says we need to be cautious and also get a larger room, get the meals delivered to the room as well. And then these demons are able to see that that is Dragon Ball because Goku even takes off the hat because it itches his hair. And then when we go into the hotel, we see where Pansy's already going to get cleaned up. She tells Goku, hey, you're going to get cleaned up. And he says, well, do I really have to? She says, look, you've been fighting all the time. You're stinky. She pretty much is acting like Chi Chi or Bulma. And I find that very much hilarious. And when I see that, I'm like, okay, that's pretty funny. And then she's like, hey, I'll lend you some of my clothes since you don't have any. He's I'm not really much into ladies' underwear. And like, she tells him, she's like, oh, you're not going to wear my garments, you're just going to wear my clothes. So he's actually wearing a t-shirt and shorts. And when they start eating, and then a fight breaks out in the hotel, and we see where this demon actually transformed into a wolf man, and that's what caused the issue. And then the pterodactyl type of demon steals the Dragon Ball, and Pansy was actually able to put a tracker on there, so Goku's able to fight him off and get it and be able to retrieve it again. And then when they go back to the hotel and they're trying to stay awake, but Goku says, hey, y'all go to sleep, I'll go ahead and stay awake. And he tries to stay awake, and unfortunately he falls asleep. And what we see is when they go back to the ship's still there, but unfortunately when they say, hey, it looks like our ship didn't get taken, but we go to Vegeta, Bulma, and Piccolo, the ship was taken because apparently Vegeta got into a brawl at a club, and he was pretty much did the same thing that happened with Goku, and that was pretty funny. And we see where it pans to Goma and Degasu, and Degasu informs Goma that everyone's there, that they turn into children there. They've already got one Dragon Ball, and Goma is going off. He's like, I should have wished for the third eye, and why aren't you doing anything? And it almost seems like Degasu is actually scared of him, and it's kind of weird because, like, why would he be scared of him unless Goma is actually that powerful, or he doesn't claim to be that powerful when he actually is? And then what we see is we go back to where even Goku and the rest of the gang, they actually got word earlier in the episode that Vegeta and the rest of the gang were actually there, and they were going to meet him at the second warp. But now they got to go talk to him, and when they do, they're not able to fill them in the actual area of the ship. And of course, Vegeta gets angry, and they're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. And of course, the one that's guiding them is like, oh, hey, why don't we go in the zombie area and we play zombie game? He tries to ask this twice, and Vegeta and Piccolo's like, no, I don't think so. And Bulma sees an eye on his belt, and he says, yeah, I found this in the mountains, and I decided to have this. So what I'm seeing on Twitter, a lot of people are speculating this is the third eye, and I'm kind of wondering if it is. And when this happens, we see where the rest of the gang that Vegeta fought to be able to go up against these ones that stole the plane, and Vegeta just annihilates these guys. I mean, he literally annihilates them. Even Piccolo helps out, and he's like, this is not even a challenge. And as soon as that happens, we see where it goes to Dr. Rinsu and the other Majin. They actually, what was crazy, they use Cyberman seeds to be able to create Majin Ku. So they use this to create Majin Ku as a base, and then they put the essence of Majin Buu in there, so that way they'd be able to mix this all together. And when he comes about, they see where Dr. Rinsu says, hey, we're going to do this, and I want him to go up against the first Tamagami. And the one asks him why. She says, because there's no point in making him if he's not going to be able to be strong enough. And she tells him to go after the first Tamagami and get the first Dragon Ball. And he says, understood. So there is a comparison with the Cyberman and also Majin Buu, and I know there's been a lot of rumors, does the Cyberman come from the demon realm? Where again, there could be a very big possibility, and then something else got leaked too. So I'm not sure how true all this is. I'm gonna have to probably do a video on something else as well to see how true all this is. This is just a quick little recap on everything. But guys, this was a very interesting episode. Seeing Vegeta finally get some shine, finally be able to go up against these characters, finally be able to face off and see what Vegeta can do in his kid form. Same thing with Piccolo, not being able to do very much. There's a rumor that maybe Vegeta is going to go up against the next Tamagami, or not, well, the next Tamagami possibly. Same thing with going against Majin Ku. Don't know, but overall, I enjoyed the episode. I'm loving Dragon Ball Daima. I've made more videos about it. I plan to make more videos on this. Again, I am sorry that this video is a little late. Had some personal issues going on. Had to get my car fixed. Was able to get it fixed. That took precedent over this and other things, but everything's back to normal for the most part. Have some other things going on, but I'm still going to be able to do these videos for you. But overall, what do you guys think about this episode? Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you as always on the next one.